Hi, everyone. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak with you tonight. I don't see myself as anyone particularly important. I was simply in the right place at the right time to receive the blessing that comes with being a part of this organization. I do, however, see this as a chance to highlight this organization alongside the people who have faithfully built and sustained it. And most importantly, I'm thankful to my mother for taking a chance and allowing my siblings and I to participate in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. What all of you are doing matters, and I believe that God is using this organization to be a real force for good in our community. I met Brad in 2008 when I was in second grade at Washington Elementary School, not far from here. I believe that through and through, God was kind in bringing Brad into my life to teach me, guide me, and show me what it means to grow into a man with character. Brad is one of the longest and most meaningful relationships in my life. He has always been a steady, positive force, someone who showed up, stayed consistent, and invested in me over time, just like the other important men in my life. One thing that I have always especially appreciated about Brad is that he didn't just care about me, he cared about my whole family, including my brother. He built relationships with my brothers, my parents, and now even my wife and children. He has been there for big moments, like my wedding, and small ones too, like my children's birthdays and everyday celebrations. He has never stopped reaching out. Some of my favorite moments with Brad are very simple, but they have great significance to me. One time he took me to Smithfield, where I got to go up in a small airplane. I still remember how incredible that experience was, and I've always wanted to go back up ever since. We also spent time watching a lot of movies together and playing video games. I especially remember when he bought my brothers and I Halo Reach, and later when Halo 4 came out, we got to play it together. I remember having so much fun and enjoying the laughter and happiness that came with that experience. We also had some other unique experiences, like going to a city council meeting, which introduced me to a formal political environment, as well as a Coca-Cola festival and even paintballing with my younger brothers. I still remember my brothers and I getting completely destroyed while Brad was moving between cover, like he was in an action movie. What Brad gave me wasn't complicated, he just showed up. Those moments might seem insignificant, but to me, they weren't. They were consistent and intentional investments that Brad made in my life that I will always treasure. I love Brad, and I thank him for showing me the adoptive and self-sacrificial love of Jesus in every interaction that we have had since the day we met. I pray that all of you here experience the warmth and love that comes from having a big brother or a sister in life, and that for others here, you can choose to give this experience to a child in need. It models the adoptive heart of our ultimate big brother, Jesus Christ, and I believe that he looks on those who choose to do so with his glorious approval. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Wow. That is a hard act to follow. Oh, man. Yeah. Thanks, Kaimari. I love you too. So I became a big brother when my little was in the second grade. Kaimari and I were matched through the Lunch Buddy program. I still remember walking into Kaimari and his mom, Nicole's home for the first time. I didn't know what to expect. Anyone that knows me knows this isn't something that I typically do. I think I'm too busy, and I'm much more comfortable keeping things kind of at a distance. But I couldn't say no. There he was, a kid with a shy smile, a curious mind, and a spark you could see even before he believed in himself. I didn't know what our match would become. I just knew I wanted to show up for someone who could use another steady adult in their corner. What I didn't realize was how much that simple commitment, a few hours, a few conversations, and a few shared moments would grow into something that shaped both of our lives. As I think back over the years, we have had a lot of fun. Like Kaimari said, I was never a big video game guy, and I didn't have any idea how to play Halo, and I gotta admit, Kaimari pretty much handled me in that. So video games, paintball, laser tag battles, I kind of remember it differently than Kaimari. I think he was the one that was pretty much nailing me all the time. A lot of movies. We enjoyed Fast and Furious, Iron Man, you name it, we were going to see it. But we also spent time just, having lunch and talking about life and school, whatever else was on our minds. Mixed in with all that were the real moments, the ones where he was figuring out friendships, school, life challenges, celebrations, victories. I watched him discover who he was and who he wanted to become. And somewhere along the way, I guess he was watching me too. And our match stopped being a program connection and became a lifelong bond. All this happened while the world around us, around all of us, kept spinning and in many ways getting louder, faster, more complicated. We dealt with COVID and all that. But kids grow up today in a different world. Their devices keep them connected, but isolate them at the same time. Social media friends, followers, and cliques tell them who they should be before they even know who they are. The pressure to perform academically, socially, emotionally is unimaginable and heavier than ever. 24-hour news never stops. TMI, too much information, and uncertainty become the background noise of childhood and our adult lives. Many young people don't have enough steady adults reminding them they matter, they belong, and they're capable. That's the world Kaimari was navigating. And that's the world so many young people are trying to make sense of right now. It barely makes sense to me. But time really does fly. Fast forward 15 years. Today he's a young adult, and I think you can see a tremendous young man. He's married to Jaden, and this is off script, but I'm not ashamed to say I did cry like I was a mother of bride at their wedding. And I'm trying to hold it together right now. He's a father of two, Lila and Theo, and every time I see him with Jaden and their kids, I am so proud. And I'm reminded that mentorship doesn't end when the program ends. It echoes, it ripples. It becomes part of the next generation. And here's a part that I don't say enough. I get far too much credit. I've been the beneficiary of this relationship. I'm grateful for every conversation and every season, every paintball bruise, every movie debate, every lunch where we just talked about life. I'm thankful to Kaimari and to his family for allowing me to be in their lives, for trusting me, and for making me feel like I belonged in their story. That's a gift I'll carry for the rest of my life. And if there's one thing I hope you take away from our story, is this: you don't have to be perfect to make a difference. You just have to show up. There are kids right now who are waiting for someone to believe in them, to listen to them, to remind them they matter. Big brothers, big sisters makes that possible. If you've ever wondered whether you can make an impact, I can tell you you can. I've lived it. And there's a young person, a little sister, a little brother, just like a little sister, a little brother, that is waiting for you to step into their life. So I'm grateful for my little Kaimari, and let me step into his. Love you, Kaimari. So Ross wasn't able to be with us tonight, but we have the next best thing. Thanks to the benefits of technology, he has recorded a short video that we're going to, I believe, watch right now. All right.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ross Hensley, and I've been fortunate to be matched with Cameron for over a decade now. First, I want to say that I'm disappointed that I can't be there this evening. This event is incredibly special, and Big Brothers Big Sisters has changed my life in more ways than I could ever imagine. That said, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to share a little bit more about Cameron and our relationship and what that's meant to me over the years. One thing that I've always admired about Cameron is that even at a young age, he's always had a clear vision for what he's wanted to do, which is be a mechanic. This wasn't a passing interest or a hobby. He genuinely loved working on cars, figuring out how things work, and getting his hands dirty. You can see that passion continue to grow year after year. What I've respected the most about Cameron is his commitment to that dream. As he got older, he stayed focused, he's kept working toward it, and he's never lost sight of what he's wanted to accomplish for himself. Today, he's living that dream. He's built a career doing something that he truly enjoys, but more importantly, he's supporting his family through hard work and dedication. To me, that is what success looks like. Cam, I've always been proud of you. Watching you grow into the man, father, and professional you are today has been incredible to witness. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey. I love you, man.
All right. Thank you, Ross. All right, I want to take a few minutes to talk about how the Big Brothers Big Sisters program has impacted my life and helped me shape who I am today. When I was 8 years old, my dad passed away. At that age, it's hard to fully understand something that big, but I knew that my life had changed. Losing a parent leaves a space in your life that's hard to explain, especially as a kid. My mom was doing everything she could for me, but she also knew I needed guidance, support, and someone I could connect with outside of home. That's what led her to sign me up for the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. Not long after joining, I was matched with my big brother Ross. At first, I didn't really know what to expect, but Ross made me feel comfortable right away. We shared a lot of the same interests, and over time, it became more than just meetings or activities. It became a real friendship and a real support system. We spent time together, made memories, talked about life, and did normal things that honestly meant a lot more to me than I realized at the time. Having someone there who listened, encouraged me, and consistently showed up and helped me during a period of my life where I really needed it. One of the biggest things the program gave me was guidance. After losing my dad, there was a lot of moments where I probably felt lost, even if I didn't say it out loud. Ross helped me fill part of that gap by being someone I could look up to and learn from. Sometimes it wasn't even about giving advice. It was about being present and showing me through his actions how to handle life, responsibilities, and challenges. Looking back now, I can honestly say that experience played a major role in who I am today. It taught me the importance of mentorship, consistency, and simply being there for someone. It also showed me how much of a difference one person can make in a child's life by being there, giving their time and attention. As I've gotten older, I've carried a lot of the lessons with me into the way I handle life, relationships, work, and how I interact with people around me. The support I received from Ross and the program helped me build confidence and gave me an example of the kind of person I want to become. I also am grateful for my mom because during a difficult time, for our family. She recognized that I needed more support and had the strength to seek it out. That decision changed a lot for me. Big Brothers Big Sisters is more than just a program. For a lot of kids, it's a source of stability, encouragement, and connection during moments when they need it most. I know it was for me. So today I just want to say thank you to my mom, Ross, and to the Big Brothers Big Sisters for the impact you've had on my life.